local people, local news and events, local sports, local matters. For all things Lloydminster area, this is Live with Kurt Price.
Welcome inside the new Lloydminster Nissan, where they have the best pre-owned selection they've ever had and the guaranteed lowest rates on those vehicles. The new Lloydminster Nissan Service Department is now open Saturdays from 9 to 1 for tire work and for oil changes. I'm Stacey Commer. I'm filling in for Kurt Price, who is on the War Memorial Tour in Europe with his wife and 20 other couples from the area. And today we're speaking with Border City Connect's President Mike Sidoryk and Darcy Wildeman with the Lloydminster Kinsmen Club about one of my favorite events that comes to Lloydminster, and that is Ribfest. So we'll get to you gentlemen in the moment. In the meantime, it's not just a name, it is Superior Water. Superior Water has 2 locations in Lloydminster, and they're open on Sundays to make filling your big blue jugs a lot quicker and easier. And if you want great tasting water right from your tap, call the Superior Water team and ask about their under-the-sink reverse osmosis systems, 780-875-6636. Superior Water open on 57th Avenue Monday to Friday from 8 to 6, and Saturdays and Sundays 10 to 5. And they have a coin-operated location by 7-Eleven just off Highway 17 South. Well, this Saturday is the 4th annual Spring into Marshall event at the Marshall Arena. Check out vendors from 10 to 4, kids games from 1 to 3, and horse wagon rides from 10 to 4. There's also a dance that starts at 9 p.m. and features the Milkman's Sons. Tickets are $10 and are available at the Marshall Post Office and at the Marshall Mini Mart. Now, I also wanted to mention something here that is not quite on script, but I received this information yesterday. Barbecue and event is held coming up June 12th in front of the Jubilee Home. It's called Replace the Jubilee Home. It's in front of the Jubilee Home, June 12th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're asking people to sign letters petitioning for better for the home. There's entertainment. You can learn more about it. And as I said, there was a barbecue. That's June 12th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Jubilee Home. The Moose Lodge is hosting a pancake breakfast for Father's Day, which is June 15th. Take Dad out for a pancake breakfast anytime between 8:30 and 11 a.m. and get him entered to win a cooler. Breakfast is $13 for adults, $5 for youth ages 6 and over, and free for children 5 and under. And now I want to mention about Big Brothers Big Sisters of Lloydminster, June 10th for their mega bike ride. Participate as a team, join an existing team or ride as an individual. Email Jacqueline Weed at bigbrothersbigsisters.ca to register your team, collect pledges, and go on a mega bike ride and help connect a child to a mentor. And Jackie will be joining us tomorrow on the show. Cupcakes for Caregivers is presented by Sobeys, Lloydminster, and the Lloydminster and District United Way. Caregivers can be overlooked and taken for granted, and Cupcakes for Caregivers is a way to get them reorganized for their commitment. Any and all caregivers are eligible, so get your nominations in and help recognize the unsung heroes for our community. From professional caregivers like doctors and nurses to family members to specialized caregivers like home care staff, Live with Kurt Price is excited to celebrate these incredible individuals. If you know a deserving caregiver, nominate them by sending an email to livewithkurtprice@gmail.com. BioClean Disaster Services is committed, certified, reliable, and will help you get your life back. They are there for your family through any kind of disaster to take care of your belongings and your property, but more than that, to be there for you and your family. BioClean Disaster Services is not only Lloydminster's local restoration company, they are also Lloydminster's largest restoration company, 1-833-246-8326. We'll be right back to talk to Mike and Darcy about Ribfest.
At CK McKean Roofing, they understand what it took to put that roof over your head for your family. With over 20 years of experience under their belt, they strive to show you that with their workmanship and their integrity. Not all roofing companies are created equal, and that's why CK McKean Roofing encourages you to focus on your most important investments, your home and your family. CK McKean Roofing. Roofers do it on top.
At Diamond 7 Meats, we work with local farm families to provide a high-quality product and a great selection for you. Try our mouth-watering smokies, pulled pork, roast beef, and more, made pure and natural with no additives or fillers. We offer custom processing, and our experienced team works for you to provide a selection of sausage, burgers, and jerkies made to your specifications. Take your grilling to the next level with a Yoder smoker. Complete the grilling experience with Canadian-made, award-winning line of House of Q barbecue sauces. We're locally owned and operated, and we look forward to seeing you today.
At Lloydminster and District Co-op, membership matters more. Because being part of a co-op means you're connected to something bigger than yourself. From long-held legacy by those who built our communities, to people you call family, friends, and neighbors. When you're a Lloyd Co-op member, you're an owner in a local business that prides itself on purpose alongside profit. You earn cash back, you help support causes that matter most, and you're building a better way of life for the next generation. Membership matters more.
Spend less time chasing wind speeds and more time doing what matters. Bradley Air Spray takes care of your mid-season applications with speed, precision, and zero crop damage. No ruts, no delays, just fast, effective coverage that protects your yield and preserves your time. Plan to attend their grand opening on June 18th at the Lloydminster Airport, where you could win 160 acres of spraying. Call or text 780-205-7767. That's 780-205-PROP. Bradley Air Spray, because your time is worth more. Now, this is exciting for me because, as I said, Ribfest is one of my favorite events that comes to Lloydminster. We plan for it every year. We usually go on Friday, and then it's like, should we go in again tonight on Saturday? Yeah, so we go Saturday. And it's just such a great thing. So thank you guys for joining me. Mike Sidoryk, Border City Connects, Darcy Wildeman with the Lloydminster Kinsmen. So, Darcy, I'll start with you. Tell me about the Kinsmen's involvement with Ribfest.
Well, we partnered up with the Border City Connects 3 years ago, and it's two nonprofits we're finding it harder and harder to get more volunteers out to do the larger events.
Right.
So partnering up only made sense, and that way they can help us, we can help them, and both organizations benefit, and so does the community. So we've kind of taken part of our share over. We're looking after the beverage tent, I guess you'd call it.
Okay.
And we're also looking after the 50-50 side of things, and just some of the other organizational skills. And we got there's going to be a Blackfoot Fire Department's going to have a fire truck there on display, and we wanted to make it a Father's Day family friendly weekend that we're known for around the area. So we're hoping for good weather and success.
All right, and Mike, everybody knows you in this community, and I have to often check and see which hat you're wearing. So
Yeah.
we're talking Border City Connects today.
We are today. Yes.
Well, let's talk about, basically you guys are the ones who started Ribfest, and tell me about the involvement, and what does Border City Connects get out of Ribfest, besides the great community event?
You know, it's an amazing event that we've partnered with Kinsmen Club. When we have two fairly significant organizations in the community that are here to build a great festival event for our whole region. This was a good brainchild with Glenn Fagnan, our late Glenn Fagnan, who was our executive director prior to him passing. It was a great thing that he built. He built the trust and relationship with the Ribfest organization, and he helped them get actually 3 or 4 other events around the community with other Rotary clubs is where that all started. So it's been a great adventure. Then Ribfest just adds another dimension of awareness for Border City Connects, and another dimension of awareness for the Kinsmen Club of Lloydminster, that we are out here supporting the betterment of our whole community. So, you know, it's not just generating money, but it's generating the awareness of what we do. So we're pretty excited about that collaborative approach that we're taking with the development of this amazing event.
So the money that's raised, do you guys earmark it for something specific, or how does that work?
It'll go to, but for both organizations, the best use of needs.
Okay.
So we have other programs and events and activities that are all happening. We have our vehicles, we have different types of events and activities that we do and support. So it all supports both best needs of each organization.
Well, and for somebody who has not been to Ribfest, maybe you guys can each take turns, but tell me about when they walk in the door, besides the smell that entices you from 2 blocks away, tell me about what they can experience at Ribfest.
You know, yes, it's not only just the ribbers.
Right.
So we've worked really hard, and we started talking about this I guess starting it up to last year, about developing and pushing it into more of a festival atmosphere. We're pretty proud of where we got to at this point. And this is only a start. We're going to keep building this event and making changes, getting it more exciting than just the rib experience, right? It'll enhance each other. So we're pretty excited about that. When you walk in the gate on your way to the rivers, you'll see we have some vendors coming. So you'll get a chance to buy some wares. You're gonna walk by a amazing chainsaw artist.
Oh, wow.
Ryan Villiers. I knew Ryan from a few years back and bumped into him again. And he's Villiers Wildwood. So go to his email and watch for our Facebook post on Ryan. He is an amazing chainsaw artist. And Boundary Ford Gives is sponsoring him.
Excellent.
They were excited to see him and be there to support that. So he's going to do a carving every three carvings a day.
Oh, wow.
And with chainsaws.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
If you go to his sites, he does amazing
Yeah.
work. So then, the other thing we're going to do is we get to auction those pieces off.
And raise more funds.
Yep, so
Excellent.
on
Win-win.
the 18th of June, we'll
Yep.
start the online auction with Copeland Auction. So watch for that link, and you will get a chance to bid on buying one or two of these amazing chainsaw arts. So it's a great feature that we got.
Fantastic.
And just go check him out. He does amazing work.
Yeah.
And and we have. Add to a little bit of the festival theme, we've got a strolling magician coming.
Okay.
Yes,
Love
Magic
it.
by Chris.
Yeah.
Prime Fleet Auto and Exhaust Masters are bringing them to us.
Okay, you're mentioning sponsors each time too, which is awesome. It just shows how many other businesses are wanting to get involved and help you guys out too, right?
Absolutely. Our sponsorships really are essential on this program. We can't activate new events and opportunities without the support of the sponsors, because we don't charge an admission charge to this event.
Right,
it's
right.
free.
Yeah.
So all the events and activities we produce, we need support for that.
Right.
And we have an amazing community, and our sponsors have stepped up and backed and seen what we're trying to do and support what we're doing, and to make this a much more fun festival event than just a river.
Well, and having the Wandering Magician is going to be cool, not just for kids, but for adults too.
Oh.
Everybody likes magicians, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And, we'll be putting all our big features on a big screen. Velocity Truck is bringing us a big screen to put there, and we'll be able to feature Game 5 on that.
Excellent.
So we're pretty excited about that on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So Game 5,
And that
come
just
down.
adds to the atmosphere, because I know
absolutely.
even last year that you guys had that
Yep.
going on, and
Yep.
you got people you can see they're trying to eat their ribs, but they got their
yeah.
eye on the
Watching
screen,
on that
and
screen.
and it just
Yep.
electrifies the whole event.
You betcha. And to back that whole area up,
Yeah.
we have live entertainment.
Excellent.
Local talent. Trent
Yeah.
Blanc-Hansen's doing a great job
Okay,
for us. Gwen Motrum's doing an awesome job at getting our vendors coming into place. Trent Blanc-Hansen's put together one heck of a good lineup of entertainers that you will be seeing on the GMAX local entertainment stage that's happening all 3 days. So watch again for the schedule on Facebook, and it's amazing. So we have then we have Border City Connects. We're having our own lemonade and drink booth.
Best lemonade, I'm telling you, we go for it every year.
I know. And then we have the backyard beer tent. That's Double Edge Rentals is supporting us with that as well. And the Kinsmen are selling the beer out of there.
Right, and I was going to actually just toss it to you for a second, Darcy. So I know you're operating the beverage tent, and is that just staffed by Kinsmen and Kinnett volunteers,
Yeah,
or?
it's all volunteers again. The whole organization, the whole event is basically ran by our volunteers, whether it be Kinsmen or Border City Connects.
Yes.
Well, and that's pretty amazing, because, volunteers are needed for so many events in the city. And I know the Kinsmen Club, your name is always out there. So when you ask these people, is it always like, no problem, Darcy? Or do you have to twist a little bit?
No, there's usually not a lot of twisting going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, and you hate to go back to the same businesses over and over and over again,
Right.
but they also understand the support that the volunteers and what good it does in our
Right.
community, right? So.
And that's what being a Kinsman member is all about, really, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
excellent. All right, Mike, well, let's continue on here. We got
absolutely.
the Kids Fun Zone.
Yes, Border Paws they're coming in and they're activating a kids play area. So they're gonna do some fun activities, some games, and I believe they're bringing a bouncy house in for the kids to play with. that's all based on, and maybe they'll do some face painting. They're going to
Right,
be working
yeah.
on all those kinds of things. Community donations in support of border
Yeah.
paws would be, people can leave a donation with them.
Perfect.
So it's ideal. And again, Gwen's, Moultrim's bringing us our artists and artisans and vendors. So we have some good displays and people can buy some products.
Yeah.
We have 50-50 draws that we're going to be doing each day. And so we'll draw at 9 o'clock each night.
Okay.
So it's amazing that supports that. We have some tremendous friends. We have Border Engine Suite, Environment 360, Mauser Packaging Solutions, Condor Electric, The Tent Guys, Feldspar, Decker Oilfield Supply, Maz Entertainment, Wise Marketing, Hancock Petroleum Products, Cashel, Culligan Water. All those organizations are providing us in-kind support or product donations to help us generate the revenues we want through the event.
Well, and that's really amazing
Yeah.
to have
It
all
tot-
these
yeah.
businesses, because you know that probably every other day, somebody is coming to these businesses and saying, hey, we
Absolutely.
need you for something, or, can you help us with this? So
Yep.
it just shows, right?
It shows, and we got such a strong community.
Yes.
And all our sponsors and supporters and friends, they just, it's right away, yes, we'll help, we'll do
Yeah.
that. This is an exciting new adventure that you're doing. We want to make sure that this continues and it enhances the two organizations.
Perfect.
All that leads down to our rivers. We'll be featuring the Blazing Barbecue, Buckeye Barbecue, Billy Bones Barbecue, and Papa Jack's Poutine and Bloomin' Onions. Everybody loves the poutine and bloomin' onions.
You have to sometimes line up well in advance to get the
Oh,
bloomin' onions, and
yep.
we've got it down to a system where we go in a pair. So
Yep.
one goes to the bloomin'
Rivers,
onions, the other's
one
in the
goes
ribs.
to the rivers.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then there's Adele's Mini Donuts. We have some great vendors, some great foods, great entertainment, lots of fun and exciting things happening at this
Yeah.
year's Ribfest.
Absolutely.
So it's really growing, and we're pretty excited about having all of these great events and activities, and the people that come out and support and support and come for the food, have some fun, have a
Yeah.
beer, listen to some great music, watch sports on the big screen
Watch
throughout
Game
the
5.
day. Absolutely. We have just so much going for this event, and the working relationship between Border City Connects and Kinsmen is just getting deeper and deeper. We're pretty excited about that relationship
Yeah.
continuing to build and supporting our whole community.
Amazing. Well, we are going to chat with you guys some more, but we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
How can you help support the oil and gas industry and jobs in Western Canada? The answer is closer than you think. Sell your scrap metals to PWM Steel. PWM sells scrap iron to Evraz, located in Regina. Evraz's #1 customer is the energy sector, building pipes and plates for the oil and gas industry. PWM Steel is your locally owned metal recycler and steel service center in the area. Plus, they're a strong supporter of the community. PWM Steel, your top steel supplier for Alberta and Saskatchewan for 40 years.
At Jason Arden Associates Cooperators, we're proud to be a top-rated local insurance company that offers flexible solutions and expert advice for all your insurance and investment needs. We'll work with you to tailor your insurance specific to your needs, and we offer investment advice that always puts you first. At Cooperators, one of our core values is to give back to the communities that we live in. Thanks to the support of our clients in Lloydminster and area, in 2023, Jason Arden Associates has donated $40,000 to local nonprofits, charities, students, athletes, and other special events. How does your insurance company support our community?
I'm Brian Zinchuk of PipelineOnline.ca. I used to be a pipeliner, and I've spent the last 15 years reporting on energy in Saskatchewan. PipelineOnline.ca provides comprehensive coverage of light oil, heavy oil, lithium, helium, power production including coal, wind, solar, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. There's a lot happening in Saskatchewan's energy sector, and Pipeline Online is there for all of it. No one else comes even close.
It's more than just taxes at L&A CPA. Assurance, accounting, retirement planning, estate planning, business consulting, financial consulting, farm program support, and bookkeeping. But yes, there is always taxes. The team at L&A CPA is committed to helping you achieve your best results and will be there to assist you every step of the way. L&A CPA, with offices in Provost, Vermilion, and Lloydminster.
Are you looking for a vibrant lifestyle without the hassle of home maintenance? Welcome to Wellings of Lloydminster, where active living meets comfort for adults 55 plus. Enjoy maintenance-free living in your own one-story spacious villa and spend more time doing what you love. The community of Wellings offers modern amenities and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Visit Wellings of Lloydminster at 3211 72nd Avenue on the Alberta side and online at wellingsoflloydminster.com. And once again, we are talking about Ribfest. Again, fantastic event, and thank you for coming in today, taking the time. Mike Sidoryk, Border City Connects, and Darcy Wildeman with the local Kinsmen. Mike, we were kind of chatting before about the importance of sponsors and such, and there's somebody else you'd like to mention?
Oh, absolutely. you know, we were just reviewing and coming down, and we went to our break, and I want to. Southern Spur has been our partner with Ribfest now for the last several years. They have been instrumental in supporting us with being the presenting title sponsor, seeing the benefit of what Ribfest does to support Border City Connects and the Kinsmen and support this community. Southern Spur has been a great partner, and it's been an amazing friendship that we built with them as well. And that's what all this is all about, is building relationships with our sponsors, our partners, and our community. And that's the strongest benefit we can have from these types of events.
Well, and talking about this event that's been going now for quite a number of years, and one of those instrumental, Glenn Fagnan.
Absolutely.
Glenn passed away just about a year ago now. Tell me about Glenn's involvement in this. Every time you'd walk by him, you'd see, hey, how you doing? Good, good. And you know, he had like 5-10 different things on the go, but.
You know, this was a pretty dear to the heart for Glenn. Most people don't know Glenn was a very good cook chef. Oh, amazing. And he loved food, loved the barbecue. And him and I've talked many times. He was a good friend and mentor for many years. And we always talked many times about doing barbecue competitions and Ribfest. And then when this came together and he started working with Ribfest group and putting on the Border City Connects Ribfest for the last number of years, it's just, you could always see the smile on his face.
Yeah.
And it was his idea to sell the lemonade and make that all happen. He's been pretty instrumental, and the Ribfest organization speaks so highly of Glenn and the partnership that they developed and the support that he got. He got Rotary clubs from many areas involved with Ribfest as well. And so they were able to do their own events and activities.
Wow.
So his goodwill has reached many hearts around Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
So this brainchild of his was just a great opportunity and event that we are still enjoying today.
Yeah, such a great community-minded person, and like I said, always had time for you, always had a smile on his face, and it's going to be a little bit different at Ribfest this year without him, but you know he's going to be there in spirit somehow, and it's just, again, his work still lives on today, so we very much appreciate Glenn's involvement and, you know, his unfortunate passing. And the show, as you said, will continue. And one of the things, Mike, that people always like when they go to the show is, I say it's show because it is kind of a show. You know, it's a like you said, a festival atmosphere, right?
Absolutely.
So we've got some entertainment plans. So let's go through some of the people we'll see here.
You'll see the schedule online. We have Liza Hickman, Bonfire Moon, Stephen Davis and Avis Casey, Jordan John, Duff Kelly, Milk-Fed Turkey, Cedar Sky, Biloxi Blues, Tom Hall, just to name a few of our amazing entertainers. And Maz Entertainment's going to do some DJing and at the starts of the day.
Perfect.
So we've got some great entertainers coming and support. It's all local.
That's the best part, right?
It is, and that was one feature that we really wanted to continue, was to maintain our local whole attachment to this community, and that's the important part. So we're pretty excited about all these great talents and great entertainers that we have.
Well, let's talk about the date and location. We haven't really mentioned that yet.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Darcy.
It starts on Friday night or Friday noon, I guess. The rib trucks start and all the events start, and it carries through till 9 p.m. 10 p.m. And Saturday we open up at 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday is 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So at all that, during all those times, everything we've just talked about is all available, and the live entertainment, and it will be happening all daily events and chainsaw artists, and it's all taking place on the north end of the exhibition grounds.
And for those who it might be a new experience for, what's the advice? Come early and stay late?
Come early, stay all day, have 3 meals, enjoy all the atmosphere that's happening.
And come back the second day and the third day.
Absolutely. And come back to Southern Spur Ribfest. It is an amazing opportunity that people just will want to come back. It's just, we'll have there's going to be a Ribfest competition.
Okay.
Sorry, judging of the ribbers.
Okay.
So our sponsors get to sit on a judge panel and tell us who's making the best sauce, the best ribs, the best chicken, and the best beef brisket.
Excellent. Well, if you need somebody on that panel, I'm free.
Oh, sounds good.
You let me know. Well, if anybody's looking for more information, where do they go to get this? I know we covered a lot, but, just so they can
If
look.
you go to our Facebook page
Okay.
for Border City Connects,
Yep.
and you can find out the information there.
Perfect.
Or they can reach out to me or Darcy. They can call me at 780-808-3276. And Darcy, what's your?
780-871-4818.
Yep. If there's some vendors that are interested in coming and
Okay.
participating, we do have a little bit of room left. Or if anybody just wants to find out more, by all means, give us a call.
Okay, do you think we missed anything so far? Are we good?
I think we've covered everything.
Pretty
Excellent.
close.
All right, and just the atmosphere, like, one thing we talked about was it is a family-friendly event.
Yes.
Bring your kids, bring your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents. The food is amazing. The entertainment is awesome. Like you said, you've added so much this year. That chainsaw artist sounds absolutely incredible.
And so will be Magic by Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'll keep he goes up and strolls on kind of at the top of every hour, and
Excellent.
it'll be lots of fun and to watch the chainsaws, to get the vendors. We got tables and chairs set up in the commons area, which is sponsored by Sign Advantage as well, and that we have some amazing supporters that are just continuing to enhance this whole event.
Perfect. Well, I really appreciate you guys stopping by today, giving your time. You guys give your time for so much in the community already, so thank you for that as well. And once again, Ribfest coming up Father's Day weekend. Lloydex, I cannot wait. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and I will be back tomorrow once again until Kurt returns next week, and the guests will be Jerry Duhame and Cliff Wist from the Just Cruisin' Car Club. We're going to talk about their annual Father's Day weekend show and shine, plus Jacqueline Weed from Big Brothers Big Sisters to talk about the mega bike and mentoring, the movement for mentoring. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.